welcome to my 26th week vlog of my first pregnancy after a miscarriage. It's been a few weeks since I've updated. The reason that is, and the reason why my house is kind of in shambles at the moment, is that we are moving. We are moving to England. If you followed to America. If you followed any of our blogs, you would know that my husband's British and I'm American, and we live in England. He's just finished up his college or his university credits, and so he has a master's degree now. And so we are flying back to America, where I'm from, to be with my family for our first year as parents, which is really, really good because I haven't been home in 2 years, and I'm really looking forward to being around my family. They're very, very supportive. Dan's family is also incredibly supportive. They're supportive to the move that we're about to make. They're sad, of course, because this is their first grandkid. But I need to be around my mom, and so everyone understands that. I'm really, really excited because it has been 20 months since I've seen anyone from home, and it occurred to me the other day that the only person that I'm actually related to in this country is my baby, and that's a sweet thought to know that, we're in it together, me and the baby, and of course Dan and I were related by marriage and all that, but it'll be really nice to be around some other people who have like-mindedness as I do, because there's quite a lot of cultural differences. You wouldn't think there would be between England and America, but after a few years of living here, you definitely see wow, a lot of people have different opinions, which is good. Hearing different opinions is great. It's just good it would be good to go back to America and to feel at home again. At 26 weeks, I've been blessed for the last 8 weeks to really have had a really chilled out pregnancy. If you followed my blogs before, you'd realize I've had lots of problems with, first I had lots of nausea and vomiting and depression during the first trimester, and then at the beginning of the second trimester I couldn't walk for about 4 or 5 weeks. I wasn't able to walk because I had problems with my hips, but that's all sorted itself out. I can walk, but I can't walk very far. I think that's just because being pregnant and being really short at 4'11", I find it difficult to walk very far at all. So even cleaning around my house, I have to sit down and take breaks. And I think that's just normal. The thing that I am now experiencing at 26 weeks pregnancy is a very sudden onset of nausea and vomiting. And it's really weird because it went from feeling great to just waking up sick. And then every day or every other day, I just had this bout of nausea. And I've read in the forums, in the baby center forums, I read that this is sort of a thing. You get your first trimester symptoms again during your third trimester sometimes. And I say bring it on. I'm whatever. I don't care anymore. If it means that I'm in my third trimester, if that's what that means, being sick, if that means I'm getting close to the end, and then bring it on. Let's go for it. I can do it. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about, of course, is traveling. 1 week from today, we'll be traveling. I don't know. It's not a big trip. Considering we're going to America, normally this is like a day-long thing. If you count the layovers and the different connecting flights and stuff, it usually takes hours and hours. It takes over a day or two. But this trip, I believe from start to finish, I think is only 13 hours. And so if I can just not throw up for 13 hours, I think I will be alright. I just don't want to get sick on the plane. Because to be honest, a little bit TMI, I'm a really loud barfer. Really loud. I can't make myself yell as loud as I yell when I'm getting sick. And I'm sure the neighbors hear me when I'm sick. And I'm just not ladylike at all. I'm not discreet at all when I'm getting sick. And so I would really like to, on the plane, to not have to deal with leaving the loo on the plane to 100 faces looking at me ugh, we know what you've been doing. That's gross. So, but I'm never going to see them again. So it doesn't really matter. As long as I can make it to the toilet, you know, and not get sick on my lap, that would be great. That would be a bonus. Yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, there's so much to say. I would say there's not a lot to say, but there's just so much to say. It's been a crazy week. We've been moving. We just had this party called a Going Away Giveaway Party, which I suggest everyone do at least once in your life. It's an amazing thing to do. It's basically, since we have relocated, I mean, we are picking up our entire life and we are moving, we have to stuff everything that we want in our life into 2 suitcases. I'll have one, he'll have one. I'll have a personal item and a carry-on. He'll have a personal item and carry-on. But everything else, plates and pots and pans and DVDs, televisions, DVD players, blankets, knickknacks, picture frames, everything, we've decided to just give away. We have saved the things that we really, really want to save, like all of our wedding things and sentimental things and bits and pieces of clothing in case we ever come and visit. But mostly we gave everything away, and we just invited a bunch of people over, all of our friends and family, and we had a big crock pot of chili going, and we played some games, and then when we said go, they all went throughout the entire house with little like carrier bags, and they just filled their stuff up, and it was amazing. It was amazing because these people are people who have blessed us and have been there for us for so long, and they've given to us when we had nothing to give back. So to be able to do that was just incredible, and I think everyone should do that at some point in their life. It was just an incredible way to bless people, and yeah, and we don't need that stuff. You think you need things, but you don't. If you give it away and you can't even recall exactly what you gave away, then you probably didn't need it anyways. I mean, yeah. I think it's quite a first world problem to have storage units. It's quite a rich person problem to freak out about not having enough space in your luggage, It's just, yeah, so we want to be generous with that. Something else that's, God, it's such an amazing blessing. Oh, I could cry thinking about it. I'm so emotional all the time. Is, of course, we were going to go from England to go stay with my parents and crash at their house in their spare bedroom on the mattress on the floor. But I got a phone call from my mother, and she said, I'm standing in an apartment right now. It's like $430 a month or something. And it's 2 bedroom, it's got a bathroom, it's got luxuries that we don't really have here, like a dishwasher, washer and dryer, and a garbage disposal, and a backyard and a front yard. She's like, we have this house here. She said, I'm going to pay the deposit on it, and I'm going to pay the first month's rent on it, and I'm going to put your furniture from when you were living here in it, and I'm going to fill your refrigerator up with food, and that way you and Dan can just get off the plane and go into your new home. And she gave me a tour around the house, and it is beautiful, and it's just, wow, God, you are providing. It was just such a huge thing for that to have happened. And so when we go into America, we aren't going into a spare bedroom at my parents' house, and we are going into a house that's ours and that we're renting. And my mom has been very, very, very blessed with an incredible job, and my dad as well, incredible job that would allow them to pay this. I mean, a deposit of $200 and something to them is not like what it is to us. To us, that's a lot of money. But to them, it's like, we can do that. We can help you with that. So as like a gift to us, they have done this for us, and it's just huge. It's huge. God's always providing, and He's going to bless them for that. It's like generosity. I get emotional now thinking about, like, we gave the little things that we had around the house that meant a lot to us that we gave away at this party. They may have meant the world to somebody else. And just like my parents giving this deposit on this flat, on this house, I mean, it probably means nothing to them, but it's the world to us, and I just think it's amazing. And so yeah, the next time I'll be updating, it will probably be from my new place in America. And I cannot wait. Okay, I probably don't have much time left on this video, so I'll show you my belly. This is 26 weeks pregnant. Belly button still hasn't popped yet. I still don't have stretch marks, which I'm really excited about, really happy about. But I've measured myself. I think I'm 39 inches around. But I've been 39 inches for about a month now, so I'm thinking I'm getting bigger, but it's mostly just my sides moving to my front. So yeah.